studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Greenply and ICICI Lombard.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Rohingyas are illegal infiltrators, period. They are a security concern, a security threat. They are a burden on our stretched national resources. We need to throw them out. We need to deport them, not settle them. But the BJP and the AAP seem to be playing some tug of war on Rohingyas. I just don't understand it. Each says the other wants to settle Rohingyas. What's the truth? What's this unnecessary debate about? Let's debate.
The government at the centre has always been tough on illegal infiltration.
देश की इंच जमीन पर अवैध प्रवासी जितने भी रहते हैं, घुसपैठिए जितने भी रहते हैं, इनको हम आइडेंटिफाई करने वाले हैं और इंटरनेशनल कानून के तहत इनको डिपोर्ट करें.
So it's natural that this tweet by a union minister claiming Rohingya refugees will be shifted to EWS flats created a storm.
We oppose this decision and urge the government of India to reverse it. Instead of giving houses to Rohingyas, they should be thrown out of the boundaries of the country.
Soon after, the Ministry of Home Affairs issued this clarification saying no directions to provide EWS flats to Rohingya illegal migrants, and the Union Minister Hardeep Puri endorsed it. The Aam Aadmi Party continues to raise questions despite the clarification.
रोहिंग्याओं को ये फ्लैट बांट रहे हैं, रोहिंग्याओं को ये 24 घंटे सिक्योरिटी देने का इनके मंत्री ऐलान कर रहे हैं.
जो देश के नागरिकों के लिए साधन है, जो दिल्ली वासियों के लिए साधन है, उसको घुसपैठियों को देना चाहते हैं. और केंद्र सरकार स्पष्ट कर रही है कि ये घुसपैठिए हैं, इन्होंने देश का कानून तोड़ा है.
The fact is, India cannot settle or house Rohingyas. India is for Indians. Deport the Rohingyas. Let's debate.
We are joined tonight by Ashish Sood of the BJP from Delhi, Ratan Sharda, Pujita Krishna, she's a political commentator. We have Sushil Pandit, Siddharth Sharma, Asif Sohail, Talha Amir Rashidi of the Rashtriya Ulama Council. Siddharth Sharma is spokesperson of AAP, and Shams Ravish Rain, she's a IMPR executive body member and a lawyer in the Supreme Court. Thank you all. Ashish Sood ji, can you explain why the BJP is doing this U-turn? You are anti-Rohingyas, but the cabinet minister in charge for urban development is informing everybody that you are giving apartments to Rohingyas. Why? Why are you selecting Rohingyas to give them apartments and then putting the blame on the Aam Aadmi Party? What is your interest really? What is your position?
No, we are not putting any blame on Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party, we are just saying what Aam Aadmi Party has been doing. Modi government has been tough on illegal migrants. Everybody knows that. It is our declared stand. It has been the Aam Aadmi Party who has been seen asking, protecting the Rohingyas. Mr. Amanatullah Khan was seen on various channels in 2021, 2022, and in 2022, a few months ago, Aam Aadmi Party had requested NDMC to allot houses for them. It is they who are doing it. We are not doing it. It is their people who are issuing recommendation certificates. Their MLAs are issuing recommendation certificates to issue the Aadhaar cards to all these illegal migrants. Our stand is very clear.
Very important.
We are against them, Mr. Hardeep Puri retweeting and quoting the MHA press release and saying this is the actual position should end the controversy in terms of BJP. But no one from the Aam Aadmi Party has come to clarify their stand. Neither the Chief Minister nor the Deputy Chief Minister has come to say why they were asking for 240 flats to be issued, EWS flats to be granted.
I don't understand what you're saying. Because Mr. Hardeep Puri at 7:32 this morning tweeted the following. India has always welcomed those who have sought refuge in the country. In a landmark decision, all Rohingya refugees will be shifted to EWS economically weaker section flats in the Bakarwala area of Delhi, and they will be provided all basic amenities, UNHCR IDs, and round-the-clock Delhi police protection. The people should be protected from the Rohingyas. You are taking our taxpayer money and providing them protection. And then you've gone on to say those who have made a career out of spreading canards on India's refugee policy, linking it to CAA, will be disappointed. India respects and follows UN Refugee Convention and provides refuge to all regardless of their race, religion or creed. In that case, who do we believe? He is going directly against the stated position of Mr. Amit Shah in Parliament.
No,
you are. No, you are.
And again.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. Have you settled the Rohingyas or not? Have you settled the Rohingyas?
Look, everybody knows that it is a declared stand of the Modi government which is against the infiltrators and the illegal occupants in this country.
Then why have you settled the Rohingyas?
It surprises me.
Then why have you? It surprises me that you have settled the Rohingyas.
Just let me.
No, sir. It surprises me that you have settled the Rohingyas.
We have never settled it.
Have you?
Aam Aadmi Party government. No, it is Aam Aadmi Party government who has asked for the accommodation for them, who has asked the NDMC Bharat Ghars to be allocated for them. It is Amanatullah Khan who was seen at the Delhi borders saying, "Haath lagane nahi dunga, aag laga dunga." It is all on the records. I have videos which are of other channels. I don't want to show them.
No, but I'm being a little unclear.
You must understand.
I am a little unclear.
Come out.
Are you clear? Is anybody clear? Are you clear, Pujita? Are you?
Arnab.
Or is this very confusing for you? It's confusing for me.
As an average lay person, I think people like me who are honest taxpayers and very concerned with what's going on in the country, and the issue of Rohingyas has been one of absolute concern to most of us. There is no clarity. We'd like to know, are they going to be deported? If so, then when?
Yeah, and you can call it a detention center, but what are they doing here?
Correct.
What are they doing here while this game goes on? Mr. Sood, you have to be clear. You have to be clear. You're not being clear. Mr. Ratan Sharda, is the BJP leader being clear?
BJP government?
I think there is
yes,
BJP
it is very
leader
clear
unnecessarily
that
dragging
they
the
will
issue.
be deported as per the international laws. Arnab, the question was addressed to me. Am I permitted to speak or should I wait?
No, I think you should wait because I'm confused. A cabinet minister, union cabinet minister says this is reflection of our refugee policy. He's taking credit for it. He's being corrected by the Home Ministry. Who is the citizen supposed to listen to as the voice of the government?
The voice of the government has, as you already said, the Home Ministry cleared the air on this.
Then why was Hardeep Puri saying? Why was Hardeep Puri saying we are being so nice and generous to Rohingyas? The sum total of Mr. Hardeep Puri's tweet today was that we follow international norms. We are pro-refugees. We have a great heart. We want to be nice to all people. Nobody can accuse us again. Look, we are even taking care of the Rohingyas. That was the sum total, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Siddharth Sharma? Wasn't that the sum total of what he said today?
No, but Mr.
Siddharth Sharma, wasn't that the sum total of what he said today?
Mr. Hardeep Puri has also written 2 hours ago Home Ministry.
Yeah, Arnab, yeah.
No, who should I believe? Hardeep Puri in the morning or Hardeep Puri in the evening?
That BJP always. Yeah, let me complete. Arnab, you asked me to speak. So the BJP's problem is that it revels in obfuscation. It first takes out its Janu's face, and if it doesn't work out, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde face that they go through. One thing the viewers need to be very clear that India is not a signatory to the Refugee Convention of the United Nations. But Mr. Hardeep Puri in the morning, now Mr. Hardeep Puri is not a party aparchik here. He is a very responsible cabinet minister. He is sworn to the constitution. Another point to be noted is that he is also a career diplomat. Now what he does is that he says that he gives the status of to Rohingya.
Sorry, lost the line there. Can we improve the link there with the...
Can I come
We have a terrible time. Ratan Sharda, I'm going to get
now, BJP has to come clear. What it tries to do is that it tries to run with the hare and hunt with the hound at the same time, and if it does, it cannot do one thing, it tries to do the other thing. Now the moot question here is that the BJP has to answer whether BJP considers Rohingyas as refugees, as Mr. Hardeep Puri says, or does it consider Rohingyas as illegal migrants, as the Home Ministry
Okay,
says?
Siddharth, the line with you is not very clear. So I've got your audio, I don't have your video. But you are basically saying the BJP is hypocritical, double-faced, runs with the hare, hunts with the hound. But so are you. Where have you disappeared now on my screen? Can I get Mr. Siddharth back? No, Siddharth, so are you. I have a letter with me. I have a letter with me. I have a letter with me which shows how much you love the Rohingyas. This letter of yours is your government letter. It's the government of the national.
Can I answer to that?
No, but let me tell the people what this letter is. Yeah, sure you can, but let me. No, but you have this guilty conscience. Let me at least tell people what the letter is. People don't know what the letter is. Viewers, this letter in my hand is from the National Capital Territory of Delhi, which presently is headed by the Aam Aadmi Party, where the Deputy Secretary Home of the Kejriwal government says, please allot this particular location in Bakarwala village to the Rohingyas, along with minimum housing facilities. So the center has only done what you want them to do. And now you're criticizing them for doing what you wanted them to do.
Shall I answer that?
Yeah, of course.
Is my turn to answer that?
Yeah, you should.
Is my turn to answer to that?
Yes, it is your turn.
Yeah, that's an 8-page document that you're holding, and that is dated on 12th June 2000.
12th June? Sorry, no. This letter I have is a one-page document. The letter I have is a one-page document.
This letter has been written by the Home Ministry to the
no, sir.
representative of LG, the NDMC.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir. The letter. No,
BJP
sir.
has been going behind the back
So
of
you
the
are
elected-
asking, why did you? Okay. The nation wants to know why the AAP government wanted to rehabilitate the Rohingya refugees. Please tell Ratan Sharda, is it true or not that you wanted to rehabilitate the Rohingya refugees?
No.
Why did you want to? On the one hand, you want to come to power at national level and you want to rehabilitate Rohingyas. Why?
BJP has been going behind the back of the elected representative of Delhi and talking directly to the LG and trying to rehabilitate Rohingyas.
Please don't try to mix up, don't try to confuse people.
Can we improve the bandwidth for the AAP spokespersons, please? Yeah. Ratan Sharda, countering you, Ratan Sharda.
Yes, and they have to be sent.
First of all,
the Supreme Court also has said the same
Mr.
thing.
Sharma, you have given free electricity, power, and all the facilities to Rohingyas. You have not given into Pakistani Hindu refugees in the same Delhi city. You have no right to claim that you are not interested in Rohingyas because despite Supreme Court ruling, you kept on supporting the stay. Coming to the main issue, this is just diverting the issue. You are a hypocrite. Your MLA supported them. Can I come to the main issue? Please allow me to make the debate a little bit serious. Don't try to keep on. Stop this tutu meme. I am more worried about the national security. Can you stop this tutu meme? You are very good at tutu memo. AAP does all, that is all. Can I come to serious issue? To my mind, Mr. Puri has done a very highly avoidable gaffe. Simple for BJP was to say, okay, there's a mistake, and the Home Ministry corrected it. Instead of that, we are trying to put things in corner. And circles. Now, more importantly, this government at least has shown it is responsive. The tweet came in the morning. Immediately, people reacted, and the government responded.
I'm trying to fix it. Yeah.
Point 2. Point 3 is, work similar facility is not provided to Jammu Kashmir. Arnab, you just keep quiet now. He's shouting continuously. Why are you trying to stop somebody else's
Siddharth,
argument?
your audio is not very clear. Let me fix
that.
that. I'll get you really back in the debate within a couple of minutes. I'm trying to fix your bandwidth because your video is going, your audio is not very clear. Siddharth, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you back on the debate. I'm going to get you. Just be patient with me for a minute. We have Ratan Sharda and Sushil Pandit on one side right now, and we will have Asif and Tala on the other. Yeah, go on.
You imagine the network of these people. So 2012, these people have come from border, reached all the way to Jammu, all the way to Telangana. They had people agitate on the streets, turn violent agitations across India for their support. They have been caught as terrorists in Jammu Kashmir. They have been caught as terrorists in Myanmar. And today there are people who are trying to support them. BJP made mistake.
Mr. Sharda, I want Mr. Sharda, Tala is on the other side. Tala.
And what was the government doing apart from crying
every
and screaming?
Person who has helped Rohingya has worked against the nation.
Okay, Ratan Sharda, hear him, please. Ratan Sharda, hear him, please. Thank you.
Mr. Sharda, let me speak. Now, the governments don't run only to please the bugs like you. The government has to show its face to the world also. There are some policies. There are some international policies. There are some international.
Sorry, this government doesn't work on people's impression. It has never given. We have never given importance to what others think. They work for the nation.
In the morning.
Yeah.
The housing and
who is senior? Has he not withdrawn his statement? Has he not tweeted Home Ministry?
Okay, Ratan Sharda, let him. I can't hear him over you. Ratan Sharda, please cooperate. Let me hear him. I have a bad audio link with him. I've got to hear him, and then we take the debate forward. Thank you. Ratan Sharda, please cooperate. Thank you. Tala, complete your point. Come on.
I can understand his discomfort. I understand that he is frustrated because he has no answer to the question. His government has been doing nothing to stop it apart from crying and weeping. Now the question is that Hardeep Singh Puri, the Urban Affairs Minister, the Housing Minister in the morning said that we respect the International United Nations Refugee Convention of 1951. By the evening he says he means to say that he does not respect that convention. In the morning he said that India's arms are open for everyone.
I said he made a mistake. Government told him made a mistake.
Taken a U-turn as per the policy of the government.
He will clarify.
Is known by the name
Why
of
should we apologize for him?
Now the question is,
May I? One second. Ratan Sharda, again you are interrupting. Let me hear one at a time, please. It's so fantastic if I can do that. My point simply is this. You see, what I tell you is, Tala, I feel very bad for you. I really feel, from the bottom of my heart, I feel so bad for you, so bad for Asif. All of you people started celebrating so early this morning. What did you expect? Did you take, allow me, did you expect this government to take a left liberal line?
You don't have to be sorry.
No. Asif and Sushil, you people were very happy. Oh, we got Hardeep Puri on our side. Oh, the government's broken. Oh, government's become pseudo left-lib governments on our side. Are you out of your mind? These Rohingyas, Asif, you want to come on television and support them? These Rohingyas, they have links to terrorist groups. They run fake currency rackets, and only people like you come and support them on television.
Please question.
These people support terrorist groups, run fake currency rackets, hate national interest, and get your support.
Please question Amit Shah and Mr. Puri about this. Why they are supporting? Who has stopped the government for deporting them? Who has seen? We have Tibetan, we have Tamil refugees, we have Tibet refugees. When it comes, obviously who's stopping them?
Tala, wait a minute. Listen to Asif at least.
Stopping them to deport. Why every fortnight he comes and why every fortnight Mr. Amit Shah comes and talk about the Rohingya refugees. Why?
Today,
Who is stopping them?
I'll tell
Let
you,
him go
Sushil,
now.
what happened.
Yeah,
Sushil,
our country's safety
Sushil,
comes
what
first.
happened this morning?
Our
I'll tell you.
country's
No,
safety comes first.
Sushil, I'll tell you what happened this morning.
Arnab, let me finish.
Yes.
Arnab, let me finish.
Okay.
Arnab, they will support Rohingya refugees. They will support the Gujarat rape accused, in a Bilqis Bano case. They will support all them. There is nothing new. Whenever they need, when they want to politicize the matter, when they have to cover up the issues what the India is going through,
Asif,
they will take out the Rohingyas issues.
Asif, I get your point. Asif, I get your point. I must confess. I must confess. Asif, I must absolutely confess. I was shocked this morning, Sushil. Asif, let me complete a sentence. No, let me complete a sentence. It's getting terrifying now to debate with you. Listen to me now, Asif. Listen to me. I was shocked. Really shocked and upset this morning. I was so upset. I thought I'll call Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri and tell him, Mr. Puri, what have you done?
Surprised.
I was completely shocked because I thought, but I'm so grateful that Mr. Amit Shah came out with a clarification. You should be grateful too. But you are a Rohingya supporter and I'm not. And there's no need for them, Sushil, to celebrate. In fact, Sushil, I'm happy that the issue has come to the fore again because we can build a campaign against the rehabilitation of Rohingyas all over again with greater force and greater gusto. Sushil.
Minister of India.
Arnab, thank you for having me on this show and good evening to all the fellow panelists and your viewers. I believe a patriot is what a patriot does. You may be very happy at what Mr. Amit Shah said and unhappy at what Mr. Hardeep Puri said in the morning before him. But I'll be happy to see what they do. And this is what has happened, Arnab. Rohingyas started surfacing in our country almost 10 years back. And they surfaced all the way in Jammu, in Kashmir, where 370 was in force. They surfaced near Army Sunjwan camp at Bhatindi in Jammu in thousands. The problem is we should be treating it as high treason by those who facilitated their travel. It is about 3,000 kilometers across one country and 10 states. China was closer to Arakans than Kashmir. But they surfaced in thousands in Kashmir, barely 50 kilometers from LOC. And they're still there. After 8 years of this government, they are still there with electricity, with water, with Aadhaar cards. Some of them have bank accounts. They have shops running. And this is close to Army Sunjwan camp where army men and their family, the personnel, have been subjected to brutal jihadi attacks. They have lost lives. They are still there. They are there in our capital.
I'm with you on
this.
They
are there in most sensitive spots in this country, including Hyderabad.
That's right.
Which are communal tinder boxes. What have we done about it? I am not bothered as to what they say in the morning and how they clarify it in the evening. What have they done about it so far? None of them have been deported. It's 8 years. None of them have been evicted. None of them have been charge-sheeted.
Ask Ashish Sood of the BJP. He's quiet right now. Answer him, Mr. Sood, in the middle. Ashish Sood replaced me. Ashish Sood, there's no point giving clarification. You answer Sushil Pandit. You see, this becomes like a Robert Vadra affair. You come to power on the promise of, exposing Damajri and you do nothing about it for 8 years. Similar story with Rohingyas.
The only mistake they committed, Arnab, was...
And now all you do is put them in a detention center.
No, the undeclared policy in BJP is to say one thing and to do another thing and never to say what they are doing. Hardeep Puri blundered in saying what they are doing.
But the BJP is trying to say it was an individual blunder, whereas you are trying to say it's a reflection of their approach.
Yes. The only mistake he committed was he blurted out what they were going to do, which was not to be done. They had to quietly do it, which they are doing.
No,
distributing 5 crore scholarships, distributing interest-free loans.
The charges by Mr. Sushil Pandit I vehemently refute the charges that BJP was trying to do that. It is our declared policy, and I am very happy to see many people talking about
seldom adhere to your
deporting
declared policy.
Rohingyas.
What has happened to
and
CAA?
those people who were opposing
CAA is your declared
Mr.
policy.
Pandit,
What have you done
I
about
didn't
it?
interrupted you. Please give me that courtesy. I heard all your charges patiently, and I expect the same courtesy when I answer your charges.
Okay, I apologize.
Please,
Please
let
carry
me
on.
have that privilege. Let me have. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Arnab, I am surprised when many people talk about deporting Rohingyas, and those people who were opposing NRC and other laws to be implemented in Delhi. I strongly refute Mr. Pandit's charges of BJP was trying to do it. BJP has a very strong policy and very strong view of about the illegal migrants, illegal occupants in this country. And I would, Sushil Panditji is a very learned person. I would like to understand from him also, where do we deport them? The international laws are like cannot be implemented in rhetorics. Like Mr. Pandit is asking me, what have you done? The international laws takes time to do it. Our policy, when
is it so
Home Minister of the
difficult?
country says,
Is it
these
so
are
difficult?
detention centers.
Is it so difficult? You see, you're trying to make it more difficult than it is. I think we have. I think, Mr. Sood. No. I want to get Pujita, who hasn't spoken. Mr. Sood, let me explain this. Viewers. No. Viewers, I'll tell you. No. Mr. Sood, I'm quite well aware of the Rohingya issue. And I have extremely strong views coming from the state of Assam on foreign infiltration particularly. And I want to say something to you, sir. Mr. Sood, if I may. My point being, and Pujita will bear me out on this, it's not so difficult to throw them out. This particular detention center that you're talking about has 82 Rohingyas. 11 Bangladeshi, 72 from Myanmar. We have considerable leverage over Myanmar. And I'll give you an example. Whenever we want, at free will, our defense forces go inside Myanmar's territory, kill terrorists on Myanmar's soil, come back and we declare it openly. So we have leverage over Myanmar. Secondly, with this Sheikh Hasina government, we have excellent bilateral relationship. If you can't send, allow me, Pujita, if the government cannot send 72 Rohingyas to Bangladesh and 11 to Myanmar, I am beginning to have my doubts on the policy itself.
Absolutely, Arnab. There is something deeply troubling about the fact that I agree with Sushil Panditji, as to why over the last so many years, ever since this crisis blew up in the face of the world, especially in India, because I think we're bearing the brunt of it, because we're right across from the nation. Why haven't we been able to do it? Why aren't we deporting them? So this is a burning question, and I think today's a slew of pieces of misinformation that issued forth from the Home Ministry has obviously raked up a question that has sort of somehow been brushed under the carpet for a while now.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people like me are wondering as to what's really going on. How can there be such a flagrant, change in a U-turn or flip-flop from the union government? While the AAP and the BJP slug it out, it's really people us, Aadmi really.
I think what has happened today, if you ask me, and I can get Shams Ravish on it, I think what has happened today is over-interpretation, over-marketing by Hardeep Puri. There was no need for Mr. Puri to go public, as Ratan Sharda will bear me out, saying we've done something fantastic, followed UN protocol, UN norms. I mean, the UN is the most defunct body in the world. Whatever has the UN ever done for this country except try and interfere into what is none of their concern as far as our strategic matters are concerned. I think Hardeep Puri has to an extent, and I will say this, embarrassed the government. But having said that, Shams Ravish, the government has clarified. And you know today that Amit Shah's clarification is absolutely fantastic. Hardeep Puri has retweeted that. End of story. This is a detention center, viewers. I also want to tell you, viewers, it's not as if the government is opening up to Rohingyas. It's not. There are 80 there. The accommodation is not enough for 80. You shift them to a permanent place. and you put them under Delhi police scrutiny, so they can't just walk in and walk out. It's a restriction area. So, Shams Ravish, too many celebrations this morning over Hardeep Puri. Why? Why is this pro-Rohingya sentiment among some people still? Why are people pro-Rohingya? What have the Rohingyas done for India, please tell me, except hurt our interest? Where have the Rohingyas contributed to the nation?
Arnab.
Yes.
Arnab, firstly here, since I'm not on behalf of any of the political party, I would be talking as a very neutral person. Here I would be saying that everyone has been talking about Rohingyas. We have been hearing about them from past many years now. So, if you see, refugees are always there. Like for instance, in Afghanistan, there was this Taliban came, so the refugees had to go to the other countries. Similarly, when a situation that happened in the neighboring country, the refugees came here. So we generalizing all the refugees that they all are from the criminal background. I would say that that is a very wrong statement.
Rohingyas is not acceptable.
I understand that something wrong has happened, but there are agencies who would be checking it, that whether among these refugees who are the ones who have done anything wrong. But I don't think so that all the refugees have done something wrong. According to me,
I mean, are you going to wait for them to do something wrong?
Been taken on to,
the question is, are they illegally in our country or not? It's as simple as that.
The biggest problem is that
are they illegal infiltrators or not? That's all I want.
They are illegally.
Yeah. They're illegal infiltrators.
I'm sure they are. But then refugees
then nothing.
Most of the refugees are illegals all over. No. So then it is the government's job to see whether they want to give them the document to stay in their country or not. But then at the same time, it's the government's job to see that no human rights violation is done. You have to give them proper.
I'd be concerned about the human rights of Kashmiri Pandits more than Rohingyas.
Into your own country.
Siddharth, since you try to take a lot of mileage, Siddharth, 1 minute. Now straight AAP versus BJP. Siddharth, since you tried to take a lot of mileage this morning, and let me tell you, Hardeep Puri has been a very, very accomplished career bureaucrat. He's been a foreign service officer. He's been, if I'm not mistaken, India's representative at the United Nations for a very, very long time. So maybe he overinterpreted the case, but he clarified it. End of story. You tell me about your position. You tell me about what is the AAP's position on Rohingyas. Do you believe Rohingyas should be picked up and thrown out? Because I'll carry the breaking news if you say they are. My question to the AAP spokesperson, do you believe Rohingyas should be picked up and thrown out?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, unequivocally, Aam Aadmi Party has been standing for years that Rohingyas are illegal migrants and they have to be deported. Even the Supreme Court has said so. And Arnab, since you are saying,
then why did you want them? Then why did you want them? My follow-up question, sir. Siddharth, my follow-up question. My follow-up question. Allow me my follow-up question. You believe they should be deported, which means you come from a principal view that they are only here in India temporarily, matter of time before they are thrown out. In that case, can you kindly tell me why your government insisted that there should be a permanent location found, as per this letter, a permanent location found for the Rohingyas, when you are telling me that you want them to leave? Why would you, if you want them to leave, why do you want a permanent location for them? The two things don't add up.
No. Okay. Exactly. That document does not belong to the elected Delhi government. It belongs to the LG and the Home Ministry. That document that Arnab you are showing does not belong to the elected government of Delhi. It belongs to the LG and the Home Ministry.
So he's throwing it back. He's throwing it back, Mr. Sood. He's saying this is not a request of the Aam Aadmi Party. He's saying this is not this is through the LG's office, Mr. Sood.
17 months now since the Supreme Court has said that Rohingyas have to be deported. BJP has to tell why only 17 Rohingyas have till now been deported back. Only 17 Rohingyas have been deported. They have to only 17.
every time they are Arnab, every time they are caught, they come out with this. The LG and the officers are all the central government people, and when they, the self-claimed good things they do in Delhi, it is all their good deeds. And like Mr. Sharma was trying to be very candid in saying that he opposes the Rohingyas being in India, then why were these people supporting the Shaheen Bagh? Why were they opposed to NRC? Can Mr. Sharma says he will support NRC?
Asif, Tala.
What hypocritic stand this is? What hypocritic stand this is?
Tala and Siddharth.
How can you, what makes you compare Shaheen Bagh with Rohingyas?
What makes you compare Shaheen Bagh with Rohingyas, he says? I'd like a response.
But the most point is, for the last 17 months, Supreme Court has
Audio is bad, really bad. One at a time. Siddharth.
And Arnab, one very important point. Just last week.
Siddharth.
You will have to show the papers. Then only we will be able to deport them.
Siddharth, please, Tala down. Siddharth.
Have met in Cambodia and they have spoken about Burma. The moot question here is that, is there something cooking behind the scene here? Because the Indian foreign minister and the US Foreign Minister, Secretary of State Mr. Blinken have spoken about Burmese nationals, about the Burmese issue in Cambodia last week. And within 1 week, a career diplomat, a cabinet minister, tweets that Rohingyas will be given house.
He's trying to say, okay, what he's saying, Sushil Pandit, he's trying to insinuate. He's trying to insinuate the government's come under American pressure on Rohingyas. Unbelievable angle that you got here.
It has to be, the dots have to be connected. Because the last week in Cambodia,
Sushil.
the Indian Foreign Minister,
It is laughable. If American pressure could work, this is laughable. This is laughable, Arnab. In this day and age, India of 2022, in the India of 2022, Arnab, in this day and age, if American pressure could work, we wouldn't be buying Soviet oil and S-400s. If American pressure could work, we wouldn't be taking a position on Ukraine that we took. So forget about American pressure. There is internal pressure. There are internal fetishes and obsessions that work on this government. You can't do much about it. The problem today is Amanatullah Khan. Under whose pressure is he working in nurturing Rohingyas in Delhi? He's gone on record. Isn't he part of your party? Or have you thrown him out like Tahabur Hussain?
Well, I think the clarification is very much in order. I think it was a goof up by Hardeep Puri, no doubt. He clarified it. A big goof up by him. But also, I'm happy that the issue of Rohingyas has come back to center stage because viewers, we don't pay taxes. I don't pay taxes to fund Rohingyas or take care of their homes or their food. That's not why we pay taxes. We need to make that clear to everyone. Thank you so much. And the last thing that will work on this government will be American pressure. Otherwise, we wouldn't be buying Rafales and taking that position vis-a-vis Russia on Ukraine. Elementary geostrategic thinking, viewers.